before last year ended in 2019, I got this set of Symbolian Gouache from NBS, National Bookstore, wanting to learn how to use the medium properly. Gouache is basically opaque watercolor, but I personally think it is comparably easier to use and more forgiving. It is somewhere in between watercolor and acrylic, but it is its own entity. This is, by the way, on a Limelight A5 size 120 GSM plain sketchbook that I also got from NBS. I wouldn't use it for watercolor landscapes, maybe illustrations that don't need a lot of water and mixing, but I thought was good enough to practice with gouache. I was struggling to transition from watercolor painting techniques to gouache because by habit I paint washes first in watercolor, so the use of the amount of water is just not applicable to the other medium, which is gouache. Most of these thumbnail paintings that I did are referenced from photos by Ikoy Valles, a photographer from Catanduanes. Check out his work and be amazed at Corte ni Juan in Instagram. Gouache needs very minimal water, mostly to activate the paint, and I found that I needed to mix white gouache more often, which is non-existent in watercolor. You just don't use white in watercolor. You either lift paint or maximize your use of negative spaces, aka the white of your paper. That is why the paper is warped, as you can see, because I used more water than I should have instead of just mixing white when I need to lighten a color. This last entry is referenced from a photo by Captured by Droid. Follow him on Instagram and you can watch until the end of the video for the time lapse.